Welcome back, you rebel scum. Bringing you some heroes versus villains, pre-name change, and gameplay during my MGC Wednesday nights. I'm going to talk about how I run my setup for this game mode, some of the characters I do not like to play, and some that I do like to play. So sit back, relax, and I will take you into a little bit of heroes versus villains. And we have a god-awful start, as you shall see. We are starting this off at 0 and 3. Alrighty, good luck, hang tight, and let's see what happens. Unfortunately for me, someone had to listen to Princess Leia and watch the flank. Damn, I hate it when people follow instructions. Alrighty, heroes versus villains. My setups. Played around with these a little bit, and I like to be able to tear into the heroes as a normal character. So I run 2 lethal grenades, and I run cooling cell. That cooling cell so my blaster will last longer, so I can just tear into them as much as possible. And I don't try to dodge the heroes, except for the ones that shoot. The lightsaber guys and Palpatine, I just stand my ground and lay into them, push that cooling cell button, and just lay into them, try and get off both grenades and whatnot, do as much damage as I possibly can. They kill me, so what? I'm just a normal soldier, so it doesn't count against the team. So, I'll do the suicide runs just to deal as much damage to the hero as I can. Now, I'll start with the one character I do not like to play, and that's this guy right here, Palpatine. I don't have a strategy figured out for him, not a good one, because you have to get up close and personal. I know he has that thunderbolt or whatever that he can shoot at a distance, but everything else is close and personal, which, if I use that maneuver there, I guess I can get on top of people more quickly, but I don't like being that close. I just really don't. So as far as heroes go, because of distance, I can engage enemies at a distance, and I can escape really quickly. The hero I like to play, or in this case a villain, is Boba Fett. I like him the best for those 2 reasons. Long distance attacks, and I can get out of dodge quickly with that jetpack if I need to. But that's the heroes and the villains. My favorite character to play, excuse me, is by far, I absolutely like playing the Shock Trooper or the Honor Guard, depending on which team you're on, of course. Those guys are my absolute favorite. Can deal a bunch of damage, can take out the normal troops quickly, and can do damage to the heroes. Those heavy blasters, the rocket launchers for the heroes, I use the homing shot, not often because I'm not patient enough to wait for it to lock on, but the homing shot for the regular troops. The heroes just move too quick for me to use the homing shot on. Or again, like I said earlier, I'm just not patient enough. But by far, my absolute favorite characters, Shock Troopers and Honor Guards. Now, what I like to pick up in heroes versus villains, I like the Thermal Imploder. Deals lots of damage, and I just like seeing that great big huge explosion, and I think it sounds pretty cool too. I mean, the special effects on that grenade alone are worth picking it up and just throwing it. If I have a Thermal Imploder left and it's near the end of the game, yes, I will chuck it, just do a Hail Mary throw, just so I can hear the noise and watch the explosion. I will admit, I do that. Now to switch gears to a different game mode, cargo. I'm starting to enjoy cargo a little bit more and more because I've got a technique down. I use scan and 2 lethal grenades because I like to hit that scan button before I go and pick up the cargo so I can see if they have any defenses. Another option is personal shield. Now, I haven't tried personal shield, but I was thinking about it, and I haven't seen it yet, so if anybody knows, can you pick up the cargo and hit your personal shield and get out of dodge? I would imagine you can. But has anyone tried that technique, and how well does that work? I don't know if, well, I guess if you use it as soon as you pick up the cargo and start running, assuming someone is shooting at you. I mean, there's no sense hitting it when there's nobody shooting at you. And then when you get closer to your destination and dropping off the cargo, hit that shield again so you can get in there and deliver the cargo. I can't recall if I've seen that. I've seen people during that game mode, people running around with shields, but they weren't carrying the cargo. So I'm guessing it's possible to do it both ways. Has anyone done that yet? That's something I need to try. But that's another technique I was thinking about instead of the scanner. But I'm enjoying the scanner. I like to know where the bad guys are. I can take them out before I grab the cargo and then just run like all get out. Because generally in that game mode, you have an idea of what lanes the enemy is protecting. And out of the majority of these maps have, what, 3 lanes? 3 main lanes. They're only watching 2 of them. There's always one that you can get through. And as far as Star Wars overall goes, I did buy the first DLC. Now, I didn't buy the season pass, so I may end up spending more money than I needed to, but I wasn't sure if I was going to stay with this game. I now will stay with this game, and I bought the first DLC not thinking about the season pass because I'm not so sure I'll buy all the DLCs, especially if you can separate them like they are in the menu. You don't have one all-encompassing game list with all the maps, so I'm not too worried about it. I'll get the Death Star one, of course, but this new one, the Bubba Hutt one, the garage map is pretty decent. I started playing some of Extraction. That's an alright game mode. That can be rather tough. I've played that a couple times, and it's either really, really tough or really, really easy. There's not much in between, but I think people are still trying to figure that out, having to escort that cargo from point A to point B, or keep it from moving, depending on what side you're playing on. So I did get the season pass, did buy the first DLC. We'll bring you some footage of that at some point in time. Alrighty, we rally. What are we at here? 4 and 3. Alrighty, 4 in a row for those of you that have been paying attention and keeping track of the score. And I think you can guess how this is going to turn out for the MGC guys. Alrighty, people. That is all I have for you, so thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. And remember, folks, to play hard. Life is just too damn short not to. You all take care, and I will cut. And this is what I do when I try to talk in the mornings, and I will speak to you guys later. You guys have a good day. Bye-bye, all.